Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm yours, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another beer review. And today, guys, we are looking at the latest Firestone Walker release. This is the one, the only 2012 Parabola. It's an Imperial Stout aged for 12 months in various spirit barrels, various types of barrels, and then blended together to get the final product coming in at 12.5% alcohol by volume. So it's a massive Imperial Stout. I've previously reviewed the 2010, the 2011, and they've both been at the top of their games, the top 5, I believe, for my beers of the year. So really look forward to this beer. Firestone Walker is just at the top of their game with their barrel aging project, second to none. So let me get into a glass, let you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the verdict on the Firestone Walker Parabola. All right, guys, so the appearance on the Parabola, it's a dark black, pours like a brown where the light actually hits it, but when you get into the glass, it's a dark black. They listed it at 167 SRM, listing it as midnight black, and that's that. Nice carbonation streaming off the sides of the glass there where the head meets the top of the beer. There was almost a non-existent head, maybe a quarter of a finger worth of an off-white kind of mocha colored head on there. Really tight bubbles, dissipating pretty quickly. Decent amount of alcohol legs on this. Some nice head lacing on there as well. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like a really big Imperial Stout. Nice stuff. All right, the aroma on the Parabola. Wow, yeah, it's one of my favorite aspects of this beer. You get big coconut from the barrels, you get vanilla, you get coffee, you get chocolate. You get a slight kind of fruity ester from the British ale yeast that they're using. It's a nice kind of breadiness, a bit of a roasted malt in there. Maybe a touch of alcohol, but it blends with kind of the barrel characteristics so nicely. Yeah, it's just an unbelievably complex yet simple smelling beer. Just amazing stuff. All right, guys, the taste on the 2012 Parabola. Cheers. Right at the front of the tongue, you get that classic Imperial Stout bitterness, a chocolate espresso, super dark chocolate. Middle of the mouth, though, this beer just completely changes and evolves into this just monster. Big, again, that coconut, vanilla, big bready, kind of fruity characteristics in there. You get dark fruits, more of like a raisin, really like overly ripe plum, dark chocolates, more of that espresso kind of coffee coming into this one. There's actually a little bit more sweetness in this year's batch than I remember in previous batches. Nice sweet aftertaste. I'm getting in the finish more of a light cocoa, a little bit of more of that coffee, that bourbon characteristic really coming through, a little bit of a spiciness, almost like a whiskey kind of dryness in the finish as well. The final product just speaks for itself. It's amazingly complex, but it's so approachable and so drinkable and just an absolutely amazing feat of brewing. I mean, to say the least, it's awesome stuff. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Firestone Walker 2012 Parabola, coming at 12.5% alcohol by volume, fairly limited release. Guys, I've got to give this one an A+, and I want to go on the record as saying this is probably the best release of this beer that I've actually had. There's a little bit more sweetness to it this year, which I really think helps to accentuate the barrel characteristics, kind of the dark chocolate, those classic Imperial Stout characteristics, really kind of brings that forward. It's a flagship for the Firestone Walker barrel aging program. Just fantastic stuff that Matt and his team and everyone over there is doing. Just awesome stuff. Super easy to drink at 12.5%, but you do just want to sip on this thing just to kind of see how the taste develops, because it's constantly changing. Just an amazingly well-crafted beer, and I can't say enough good things about it, except go get yourself some bottles, put some away in the cellar. It's cellars with the best of them. So with that said, getting an A+ from me, and remember folks, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.